Hello friends, and welcome to my today's second video. My video heading for today is the Buddhist Tool Box. Today I would like to start my video by giving homage to Buddha. In Pali we say Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. In English meaning, it's homage to Blessed One, the Worthy One, the perfectly enlightened one. It is like I'm saying Buddha's quality and giving homage to Buddha's quality. We always start by saying this verse in Pali in all the Buddhist ceremony event or when you pray at home as well. You can say it anytime, any day, 24/7 in your mind. You don't have to say it loud. You can say it from your mind as well. So today's topic is the Buddhist Tool Box. When I say toolbox, I'm not talking about a case or that you carry with you with loads of hammers and screwdrivers and all that. I mean an inner set of the tool, the mindset toolbox that we can carry with us to live more wisely, more kindly, and peacefully. So today I'd like to share some essential tools from the Buddha Dhamma. I've already mentioned in my previous video, Buddha's Dhamma means Buddha's teachings. So the first one I did talk about my own journey to Buddhism. So you might expect me to start with Buddha's biography in my second video. But I purposely chose not to for two reasons. First is most of the people already know who Buddha is. So they may know the detailed history of Buddha, but they kind of like know who Buddha is. So that's one of my minor reasons I didn't mention about Buddha's biography. And secondly, is more importantly, I want you to experience the Dhamma for yourself before you driving into his real life story. It's like, I let people taste a delicious meal without letting them know who cooked the meal. Once you enjoy the taste, you like the food, and then you naturally want to know, who prepared this food? Then that's the time come. I will let you know more about Buddha's biography, how his life, what is his intention and purpose, what he did for the world, and so on. And then you yourself will come to a stage that you would really want to know. So that is the key. Rather than starting, this is Buddha's teaching. Of course, this is Buddha's teaching. You must obey. And I want you to think about it. All Buddha's teachings are very logical, very sensible, and you don't have to claim yourself, I'm a Buddhist or I'm a Christian or whichever religion. Any being, any person who wants to practice Buddha's Dhamma are free to do so, and they will see the consequences of the following these teachings by yourself. You will experience this by yourself. So that's the aim I'm planning to share with you. So what's in my toolbox today? In my toolbox, I put in a couple of Buddhist tools in my toolbox. The first one is morality, wisdom, impermanence, suffering, non-self, and awareness of good and bad deeds. In other words, good actions, bad actions. In other words, karma, cause and effect. And the last one is middle way. This is nothing in rank order. I'm just putting all in my Buddhist toolbox, in our mindset toolbox, to practice those things and then to live our life more peacefully and happily. So let me repeat those again. My tools are, because they are very important, in my later videos, I will be discussing all the topics based on those tools, because there are a lot of things we can discuss and talk about. This is Buddha's teachings for 45 years of his teachings are all based on these tools. So may I repeat this again? Morality, wisdom, impermanence, suffering, non-self, awareness of good and bad deeds, in other words, karma, in other words, cause and effect. And the last one is middle way. Those are the key tools for Buddhism. As I've mentioned, I cannot discuss all these tools today. It will be, Buddha's 45 years teaching, so we will discuss more and more about those, talk about those in my later videos. So the first one I would like to talk about today is, let's start with morality. It's the first tool in our box, in our toolbox. Morality in Pali. Pali is a language that Buddha spoken in his ancient Indian time. So it's an ancient Indian language that Buddha used. So I like Pali words because I feel like I'm speaking in the same language that Buddha used. So morality in Pali means, it's called sila, S-I-L-A, sila is in Pali words, morality. So Buddha suggested and advised us that morality is the foundation of everything in the practice. It's like when you build a house, if your foundation is not strong enough, no matter how expensive, brilliant house you built, it will fall down. It won't last for long. So morality is just like a foundation, and it's very, very important to progress Buddha's Dhamma for further stages. There is a quote, I really like it. I can't remember who wrote this, but I'm going to mention it here. The quote is, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, morality, everything is lost. I think that's really true. When we are born without wealth, but we can work and earn for it. But when we haven't got good health, that limits things that we can do. We cannot do everything that we would like to do. So when we haven't got a perfect health, we lost something. But when the morality is gone, your character is gone, you have a bad character, you lost everything. Because people won't trust you, people won't believe in you, you won't feel good about yourself. Therefore, you can't progress with your life, and you will also feel the consequences of those bad characters. If you are stealing, nobody will trust in you, and so on. So we will talk about it more on that. So when we talk about morality in Buddhism, there are two types of morality. The first is about what we should not do. We should not do. And the second one is about what we should do. So today I'll focus on the first one, what we should avoid. So Buddha guided us to keep 5 precepts. This is not commandments. It's like a training, Buddha's suggestion that this is something you should avoid. So what is that 5 things? It's not killing, avoid killing, avoid stealing, avoid sexual misconduct, avoid lying, avoid intoxicants that could cloud your mind. So so I like to think about morality as a main handle of this toolbox. As I've already mentioned, you want to take it as a foundation of the house, the handle of the toolbox. It's really a key key part. We should start with morality to progress further teachings of Dhamma. So let's start talk about killing. So avoid killing. This is, again, I've already mentioned, it's not like a commandment. If you don't do this, Buddha didn't say I'll punish you. If you avoid killing, you'll be blessed. No, he didn't say that. He said it, avoid killing. Why he asks you to avoid killing? Think about it. No, do you want to get killed? When somebody come to you with a knife and they want to kill you, will you not be scared? You'll be scared. You don't want to get killed. You'll be very, very afraid. So if you don't want to be killed, and don't do it to others. So it's a common logic. If you don't like being done to yourself, and then you don't do it to others as well. So when you kill someone, again, as you know, there are consequences. Well, firstly you go to prison, and you have all the nightmares. You'll be scared rest of your life, even you don't get caught. And you can think of many consequences and the reason if you kill someone. So is it only, when we say killing, is it only for human? No, for animals as well, because they have a life too. They have feelings too. They get scared when you see dogs or cats, and even not killing, you just show your behavior or physical appearance that you don't like them. You want to get rid of them, and they have that feeling. They look very scared of you, and then they will run away, or they fight back with you because they think you're going to harm them. But if you kind of like go with your physical appearance, your friendship and your love, and you go approach them and you're trying to be friendly with them, even if they are scared at the beginning, they calm down a bit and they come closer and closer to you. It's a common logic. Buddha never taught us, not logical or something that you must do without any reasoning. So avoid killing. So it's down to you. Would you like to, do you want to get those consequences, or you want to avoid killing? And so you feel free, you have no guilt. You're not scared that somebody will come and catch you. Police will come and catch you. You don't need to run away. You can sleep nicely because you know you didn't harm anybody. Nobody is going to harm you as well. So that's the logic. Buddha suggested us not to kill. Then same goes with stealing. When we lose some of our things, if my car's stolen, I won't be happy. I lose my property, I won't be happy, and I'll be very sad. So others will feel the same. And then it goes, when we talk about stealing, yes, we talk about our things, or we can talk about time stealing at work. You're supposed to work certain hours. You don't work your full hours. That's, you are stealing the time as well. You are stealing other people's opportunity in some cases as well. So again, you can think about stealing deeply, and then how much you wanted to avoid this as much as you can. Always, I kind of like keep it like I call it myself, I call it Buddha's ruler. That ruler is your measurement. How much do you want to fulfill those precepts? What level or what degree you want to fulfill those precept. So Buddha suggested us not to steal, and you can think about that more, the consequences of it, and then the benefits when you avoid stealing. And the third precept is avoid sexual misconduct. That include things like sexual abuse and so on. And then you need to be faithful to your relationship, because as you can see around the world, when people don't avoid that, there are a lot of problems. They harm to other people. People get upset. Firstly, they also get, they also get arrested. They are in trouble as well. So there's nothing good consequences if you do not avoid sexual misconduct as well. So Buddha suggested us to avoid sexual misconduct. And the next one is lying. I will not talk about lying today because there's so much to talk about lying. Out of these 5 precepts, when most of the people might find it easier to to avoid the 4 things except that lying, but because lying is it sounds easy, looks easy, but when you go down deep level, lying is, I feel that that's the most difficult precept to keep. So that's why I want to talk about lying separately in my later video. The last precept is avoiding intoxicants. This is including using drugs, using excessive alcohol. Again, you can think about it by yourself. When you're too drunk, well, you don't know yourself. You're not your true self. So you will say a lot of things that you don't mean to. You will do a lot of things that you don't mean to. And then some have a high consequences. You will have to pay back on that rest of your life. Some have to give up their life. People drink and drive and then they kill themselves, and not only them, they kill others. They make other people life paralyzed, or it's damage rest of their life. So there's a huge consequences when you don't avoid using drugs or excessive drinking. So we really need to watch out about that. And most importantly, you are not in your right mind when you are using those intoxicants. So again, Buddha suggested us not to avoid using intoxicants. So please think about those precepts and the consequences of avoiding them. And if you do not avoid them, what are the consequences, and you try and avoid. So to wrap up today's topic of morality, Buddha is advise us to avoid these harmful things for us to live safer, happier, more peaceful life. He won't punish you if you break them. It's just the consequences you will have to face. So it's down to you. It's your choice. And you don't need to pray to Buddha and say, oh, Buddha, please protect me. Yeah, he's already shown you how to protect yourself. It's all in your hands. So do you want to protect yourself by avoiding those that he suggested you to keep yourself safe, or not? Is all down to you. That's what I like about Buddha's teaching. I know exactly what to do. If I want to keep myself safe, well, I want to start today. Yes, start today. You can. It's in your control as well. So how do we take 5 precept? Well, 5 precept, you should take it every day for the rest of your lives. But we all make mistake. We can't keep those 5 precepts every day. We cannot, I say, we can't fulfill them every day, but we can try as much as we can. So early in the morning when you wake up, we really fresh, and you calm yourself down, breathe normally, and think about, okay, yourself, okay, I will not kill any live beings, or I will not steal, I will not lie, I will not use so and so on. That 5 precept in the morning, you kind of like say to yourself, like you determine that I will not do these today. And then at the end of the day, you check yourself, have I fulfilled that, or have I failed some of it? And then you will find out yourself. So don't get regret or feel sad if you couldn't fulfill. Let's say you kill a fly by accidentally or purposely. You've done it. Well, you've done it. There's nothing you can change. If you don't want to do it again, you can try not to do it again. What is done is already done. So don't nag on that. Don't nag on and regret. I'll talk more about regret, because regret is not a good feeling. So it's already done. So you won't do it again. You try again. So the next day you try this 5 precept. Some people, they may be able to do 3 out of them, as much as you can do. Some people will want to keep 5 precept for the particular time frame. Let's say for this week, I will do this, or this day, today, I will do this. So you can do it every day, every week, a month, anytime. But ideally, if you can keep those precepts every day for the rest of your life, it will be really, really good for you. So I think I talk enough about morality today. I will talk about in my later videos more about lying, because it's more things to talk about. So I'll stop here. Really, thank you for listening to my videos, and I hope you find my video useful. Thank you very much.